this is the reason that technology is very complex for a lot of our clients. If you think about this picture, on the very top you have all your regulatory requirements, SOX, GXP, FCPA, Sunshine Act, custom trades. On the left-hand side, you have all your different functions, okay? And the two of those really need to come together and work on each one of these different things. So you can't really do much without, information technology, compliance, your operations supply chain layer, especially if you're running a major ERP system, because all this stuff is very interconnected. And then at the bottom, most of our clients, who's running SAP? Are you running it everywhere? Is it the only system that you have? Okay, in my experience, everybody who says they're running SAP, they've got some SAP, but Mike can talk about the American Water's technology landscape here in a few minutes, but this is an uncommon landscape to see. You got an ECC, you got some supplier relationship management, you got some Oracle, you got some JD Edwards, you got some Hyperion. And so these different technologies, they got to gather information from a lot of different places, so it becomes very complex for them. And then you throw into the mix, on the right-hand side, all your different regions and businesses and segments. Mike operates in the utility space, and every state's got a different set of requirements. Every state has a rate case that they've got to go file with them that they operate in. So it's a very complex structure. So if you think about your organization, how you guys handle governance, risk, and compliance in the organization, it becomes very complex. So having a very strong definition around what is governance, what is risk, what is compliance, and then how do you attack it in your organization is key. So if you look, from top to bottom, you see there's a variety of different people doing a variety of different things. We go in, we talk to clients, and they've got folks that are in the regulatory space doing stuff. They got their legal departments doing stuff. They have their internal audit function doing things. It's a mishmash. Every one of our clients is saying we got to drive down the cost of compliance, and we got to focus more on risk to drive value. So our firm, over the past year, has developed a risk survey. And what we did is we went out and we talked to over 250 leading organizations, and we asked them a variety of different questions to help us understand how mature are they in risk. Because you ask somebody, how mature are you in risk? And they're like, we're the best. And so we asked a series of questions, what sort of technology are you using? What do your processes look like? Who's involved in the process? How well educated are your different business units on key risks in your organization? We actually went to the point where we actually, determined, what do they consider risky? And then we drove that down into business units and asked the business units, is this what you consider risky? And a lot of times there was a mishmash between those two. But what that helped us do is it helped us really understand who had a mature risk function in their company. And then what we did is we did a financial analysis for a bunch of CPAs, right? So we started looking at all the different, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, amortization. And what we really determined is that companies that really had solid risk functions performed financially much better. I mean, it was a very stark reality that we saw. I mean, I've been working in this space for probably 15 to probably 18 years now, I'd say roughly. And I've been working with the technologists for about 12. And the technologists continue to get better and better and better and better, but they're still not exactly where they need to be. In my role with the firm, I also work with the analysts. So you guys are probably familiar with Gartner and Forrester research and that type of stuff. Gartner does a lot of analysis on the different GRC technologies that are out there. And even if you look at their analysis of it, and we'll talk about that in a minute because some of our methodology is based upon that, you will see that the way they look at different technologies may not necessarily fit your business model either. Okay? So, a couple key points that came out of here. So what do we do coming out of this is, our firm developed this thing called the Risk Agenda, and this is available on our website too if you guys are interested in seeing this more. But it's called the Capital Risk Agenda, capital R-I-S-K. And, we're trying to do basically 5 different things to help our clients. Enhance their risk strategy, embed risk management, improve controls and processes, and then optimize risk management functions. And the very bottom piece, which is what I'm responsible for the firm, is enable risk management and communicate risk coverage. Now, I argued it should be at the top of this thing. It is where it is, right? So, and that's really the technology layer. That's basically saying, how do you take all this information, how do you embed it within your organization, and how do you take that information and drive it up into the governance layer so they can make better decisions and they can govern the organization a little bit better. So that's our overall risk agenda.